Hello and welcome to our video demonstration of the Aztec Grand Finale. This is the fifth and final step in our strip and wax system. After your floors have been neutral rinsed by the in-store auto scrubber, you now want to begin to apply a thin and even layer of finish. When it comes to time and labor savings, this is probably the best machine in the system. This is going to remove needing to hand mop floor finish and reduce your labor cost to one person per hour. The Grand Finale is rated to apply 36,000 square feet of floor finish within an hour. Today we're going to demonstrate some of the features and benefits, as well as how to assemble the machine out of the box. On the floor here, we've laid out all the key pieces and components to the Grand Finale. When you're working with a VCT floor, you're going to want to use the included loop mop that is a microfiber thread. The flat microfiber pad is what is recommended for use when it comes to applying densifier or chemicals to a concrete floor. I'm going to first begin to assemble the finish applicator head. This is a 36-inch model. You'll notice that there is three key pieces. There's the spreader bar, the mop head holder, and the mop head itself. The mop head mounts to the Grand Finale with two Velcro strips. The first step to assembly is to assemble your two pieces off of the machine. You're going to do so by pulling this pin here, lowering the machine. The pin will then click into place. Now you're ready to attach the head assembly to the Grand Finale. You'll lift up, pull this pin here, and it will click into place. The next step is to install the lifter arm on the Grand Finale. This arm is going to connect down here to the head assembly and be fed through this steel bracket on the back of the machine. Feed the rod through. Bring it down to the head assembly and slide it on right here. You'll notice that there's a pin that is attached to the head assembly. Insert the cotter pin. Now you'll be able to raise and lower the head assembly with the lifter arm to the left of the machine. The next step would be to pre-soak your mop head. Once the mop head is pre-soaked, you would wheel the machine forward and then lower the pad assembly onto the mop, making sure that the Velcro has lined up and is in place. The final step before we can apply the finish is to connect the two hoses with the quick connect valve at the bottom here. We're just about ready to begin applying finish. I have here a pail of our Aztec Ultra High Shine Floor Finish. This machine can hold pail or boxed finish. Open the top of your pail. Insert the wax tube into the pail. You'll notice there's a screen here that helps to keep any clogging or debris from getting into the machine. This is something that you want to check from time to time to make sure it's clean and free of debris. You would feed the tube into the bucket. That brings us to the back of the machine. This is the control panel. To begin, you would switch it to prime and hold it in. You'll notice there's a burping sound coming from the machine as it draws the finish out of the bucket and injects it to the front of the mop head. Once an appropriate amount of finish is on the floor to begin, you now want to switch it to around a number 2 to 2.5 setting. Make sure your mop head is flat on the floor. Switch the machine to run. In this machine, there's a sensor that is triggered to the wheels. Every time the wheels roll around to 12 o'clock, it's going to trigger more finish to be pumped to the mop head. As I come back to our test floor here and lower the mop head, you want to line yourself up and begin to pull back at a steady walking pace. You'll notice the machine is burping every time the wheels hit 12 o'clock. That means it's applying finish to the floor and flatly applying it with the mop head. Now that I've finished my pass, I'm going to lift the mop head up, and I'm going to come over here and demonstrate how you would handle a quarter. So we've come to a corner in the floor. You'll pull back. Once you've reached the wall, switch the machine to off, push into the corner, pull back out, switch the machine back to run, and continue your walking plates to apply floor finish. The Grand Finale can handle up to a 40% solid solution and has a quick and simple cleanup method. I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to charge the unit and how to flush and clean out the unit once the job is finished. The first step is to remove your pail and place a pail of fresh, clean water on the machine. We recommend using a water that is a warm to room temperature. You're going to place your tube into the bucket of water, and you're going to come back to the control panel on the machine. You're going to hold it to clean and allow the machine to pump until you see that no finish is in any of the tubing of the machines. It's also important to look down and ensure that every one of the holes in the applicator bar is releasing solution. Because the Grand Finale is a battery-powered machine, it does require charging. Typical runtime on the Grand Finale is roughly 6 hours. Depending on use, we recommend charging the machine after each strip job. The machine includes an onboard charger. When you unpack your Grand Finale, you'll see a charging cord that is included with the machine. You want to come to the back of the machine here, plug the charging cord directly into the machine, then plug the cord into the wall. Right here, there's 2 indicator lights. The bottom light will blink red, say charging. Once it is complete, the light up here will turn green. This light will also turn green if the machine is already charged and no longer needs to be charged. There is an auto shutoff equipped on this charger, so we recommend each day after your strip jobs plugging the machine in and allowing it to charge for the next job. I'm now going to show you how to disassemble the Grand Finale. The first step is to grab your steel head tray that comes with the machine. Lift the applicator head up off the floor. Place the tray underneath. Drop the head into the tray, and just as easily as we put the head on, we're going to remove it. The first step is to remove the cotter pin, take off the control handle, disconnect the clear tubing with the quick disconnect valve, pull this back pin, slide the head assembly off. Now you can remove your head assembly, take it to a store washroom, pull this pin to remove your applicator bar. If you look here, you'll see the holes I had mentioned earlier to make sure that they are free and clear. As I had mentioned, the mop head is attached with Velcro to the head assembly. Remove the mop head. Now you have your microfiber mop head that you're free to rinse out. This is machine washable, so after rinsing with water a few times, if you find it needs further cleaning, you can place the mop head into the washing machine. The key thing to remember with the Grand Finale is to spend a couple minutes each time flushing the machine out to ensure that there's no wax buildup built in internally to the machine. This concludes our video demonstration of the Aztec Grand Finale.